Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, where last time we ran into the Master Stalfos, who has stolen our dungeon item and is very intent on not actually really facing us in battle to the death. So we have to hunt him down, and to do that, we also got the dungeon map, which lets us see where he will probably pop up next, which I believe is this room right here. So let's see, I think the best, I was going to warp back to the beginning of the dungeon, but I think the best thing to do is actually approach it from this side. So Mambo's Mambo, you will have another day. Today was not your day. Jump over here, wait for those to go away. Get hit anyway, go me. And there we go, there's room 2. Thunk. Gulp, you found me. You're a real pesky kid. You know that? Yes, it was kind of difficult to find you in the room that was marked with a skull and 2 blocks on it. Alright, same strategy. He does not really change things up too much. And the bomb strategy has not let us down yet. It's kind of expensive. But the dungeon does do a pretty good job of keeping you supplied with bombs. That's an example of maybe being able to hit him on the backswing, or when he jumps, but his jump is rare. The bomb strategy just works the best for me, personally. Hopefully I have enough to do this for several more rooms. Okay, that only took 3. Good. Ah, I can't beat you. I'm out of here. Well, we know immediately where he's going to, so let's head there. Oh, right. Don't jump in the pit. I hit the jump button. Thank you, game. I hear a weird noise. What is that noise? I guess it was the noise of that enemy bouncing around. It kind of sounded like a sparkle noise. Any hearts in here? I could actually use them. I can't get those hearts over there because the game's being a jerk and taunting me. Always taunting me. Fortunately, we don't have to beat those guys again. Room 3, let's go. Yep, I found you again. I'm a real pesky kid. I do know that. He does start attacking faster and faster in each room, so be prepared for that. That's about the only notable change. Oh. You dick. Take it anyway. Right in the skull, too. Right in the skull. 4 times the charm. Yeah, you can't beat me. Goodbye. Alright, now we do want to play Mambo's Mambo to warp back to the beginning of the dungeon. Warp to entrance. No, warp to entrance. I am used to playing on the PlayStation where that button actually confirms things. There we go. So remember when I said we couldn't do too much over here, but we needed that key? Well, basically, the final fight with Master Stalfos is in the key, or in the room beyond the key. So now it's finally time to head in there again. Take out the keys. Poor keys, you're taking literally 4 times damage. I hope you enjoy it. I just wish this room wasn't so far away. Oh, so far away. Ooh, I will take that heart. Thank you. Plus, we gotta go through these counterweights again. Can I not screw it up this time? piece of power went away that would have actually been really useful for the boss fight. Oh well. I'm here for your master. Give me your master. Give me your heart too. Immediately loses heart. I think sometimes these crystals can have hearts in them. Let's see. Any more? Rupees. Another heart. Excellent. Finally, the final fight. The final showdown. There are no words. I do not actually want to warp, although that's a hell of a pose. Whoops. Alright, actually pull out bombs, and I do have plenty of these. Oh no, you got me cornered! Now who's cornered, bitch? I need to actually stop cussing. I'm in Resident Evil mode. I need to be in Link's Awakening mode, where things are happy and joyous and family friendly, most importantly. You can have that. And he's finally gone for good. Take this. You got the Hookshot. Its chain stretches long when you use it. They're not kidding about this. This may be one of the longest hook shots I've ever seen. Look at that. In fact, if I go down here a little bit, it goes out the door. It goes an entire screen. You don't get much more longer than that. But the hook shot opens up so many puzzles for us. This is probably the final, I think, real mobility item to accomplish most of the challenges in the game. We can jump, we can charge, we can swim, and now we can latch onto things and cross large gaps, which is why I waited for our next heart piece hunt, because the hook shot's actually what we want to get most of them. Also, we can strip off a Helmarock's helmet. And we can see what's in this. A silver rupee. I'll take it. I am happy. Thank you, game. And back we go. Hang on a sec. There. Alright, so now, as you might have surmised, we have the ability to cross several areas of the dungeon we could not before. Notably, those areas with bridges. We can now pull the bridge towards us, which will let us cross some gaps. And yeah, I actually do want to go over here. And get hit because I immediately forgot about those until I stepped into the room. Oh, I did not notice the eye was tracking me before. That's a good touch. But yeah, so now like these bridges, we can go boop, bridge, bridged. I will capture that fairy. Yay! Now I got another heal. Let's pull the hook shot back out before I accidentally use it. So that's a nice shortcut back over here. Unfortunately, it's one way. Ow. So now this room, we don't need the rocks feathered across. We want to use the hook shot and make it across before they can ever react. This will lead us to another boss, though. Oh no, not this one. We do have another boss, an actual mini-boss in... Why am I doing this? An actual mini-boss that will provide us with a warp and a fairy and things like that. It might actually be optional. I'll probably still show it off. You got a key! It can open a locked door. Of course it can. Alright, so where are we going next? Ah, this room right here, I believe. Okay, so I was close to it. I just was off a little bit. No, that's the wrong button. Whee! Too slow. You can't shut me out. I have this. Okay, I could anti-fairy here. That actually might be useful now. Gives me a heal before we have to deal with this. Full disclosure, I am not good at this boss. I'm just not. And I believe this is actually optional. Very optional. It does give us a warp, but it's actually not as close to the boss room as you might think. Crab Gomas. There are two of them. They only open their eyes to shoot fire at you, and they will sometimes close in like that. If you could take out the first one, it actually makes this fight much easier. But until then, this is actually kind of a difficult fight, just because you do not have that much room to work with. Alright, good. Now this fight got a lot easier. It will be a very big tell when he decides to come down to me like that. And I can easily get out of the way. The flip side of that is it takes a little bit more to cross the gap to get to him. Stomp, 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 stomp. Bye-bye. Also gives me more time to dodge his projectiles. And he's gone. There's our fairy. There's our warp. So that being done, we actually don't want to go this way anymore. Those stairs actually might take us to the boss. To be frank, I think I might have been wrong on that. Let's go over here. Let's go clear out a bunch of those chests that we can see on the map. Every time. Every damn time. Someone started counting for how many times these blades have gotten me. The other thing I like about the hookshot is it kind of works like the old boomerang in that it stuns enemies at range. That's surprisingly useful. Especially when you're dealing with these guys. Alright, here's where I want to be. I'll just go straight through. Ah, good old Stalfos 1. I remember Stalfos 1. He was such a cocky guy. He thought he could take us. He was wrong. Alright, need to do the little do-si-do here. Actually... no, let's clear out the chests. I was kind of thinking like, do I want to go down in those beams? But I don't think I want to solve that puzzle yet. I want to be over here. Not this time, sir. Not this time. I actually did not want that piece of power. Hooray, I can feel it flowing through me. Alright, now we have to make a little bit of a tricky jump, and it's not obvious. We need to jump over here. Fall in the pit. That's the right answer. And then hookshot to the chest. That chest basically exists only there as a hookshot target. It does give you money for it. But that is how you get to this chest over here. None of those blocks move. And we get a small key. It can open a locked door, or block, or pretty much anything with a keyhole on it. Alright, we got what we wanted. I want those hearts. I will get these hearts at last. And another 50 rupees. You can hookshot to this chest from that side, clearly. But it doesn't do you much good. You're just hookshotting into a dead end. Alright, I will let you go chop, chop, chop over there. And with that done, now we're going to go back to the water room. Monies! Monies! Apparently I'm going to need a lot more money than I ever thought I would. Ah, it's chasing. Crap. Every time. I remembered. I remembered. Oh, right. I forgot you were here even though you were right in front of me. You kind of blended in. Ow. Alright, so remember we were told to dive where the 4 torch beams cross. Well, if we go like here and over here, it's about right there. Let's dive. Secret passage with bloopers that we killed. Goomba up there we could stop on. We actually kind of do need the heart. Let's try it. Good. That gives us full health. And down we get. I love the water effects. They're so good. They're so simple and so good, and they make me so happy. Unprotected chest. With the boss key. You got the nightmare key. Now you can open the door to the nightmare's lair. And I think we're done here. Check the map. Looks like a pretty empty dungeon to me, so let's pull up our ocarina. We'll mambo our way to the entrance. Dance, Link, dance. Seems like your dance would make me a little bit sick. It's very spinny, but you know, you do you. Alright, this did actually turn out to be useful. I was wrong. I thought these stairs might have been to the boss key, and then I forgot about the torchlight thing. This actually will take us directly to the boss, so it is a well-placed warp. The game designers were right, and I am wrong. And I apologize to them. If you ever see this, game designers, I doubted you. I'm very sorry. I do not need your hearts this day, my Goomba friends. Although I will stomp you for funsies. I don't need it, but I will consume it anyway. Alright. Get through the block. Hookshot across. It's time to take on the boss. I both like and dislike this boss. It has an interesting mechanic, but it can be very annoying. So, you are the outsider come to wake the windfish. Kee-hee-hee, I shall eat you. Slime eel. So this one is an interesting mechanic because you need to latch onto him as he pops out of the hole and fish him out of the hole enough where you can hit his heart. That does mean that you have to predict which hole he will pop out of and be ready. In the meantime, his tail just kind of goes around the middle, and it actually blocks a lot of the middle. That's the annoying part, is his tail. That really limits your mobility in this room. So my strategy is kind of dull. It's basically pick one or two holes, stay on that side of the room, and hope for the best. It's not much of a strategy, I know. It might change because you might actually recognize him over here. Nope. And I missed. My other strategy is to miss completely and never actually be good at fishing, even with all the fishing practice I've had. It helps if you pull them out from the other side of the room. It really does. It gives you more time to get damage on target. Now, eventually when you do enough damage, he will get smart, and he will actually start using a decoy. He's actually seeming like he's really smart now. I think he's avoiding me, you guys. I think he does not want to be stabbed in the back. How... what a jerk. Oh, he... You don't seem to know what kind of island this is. What a fool. He never used his decoy attack, apparently. Maybe because I've got the red tunic on and I was doing too much damage. Either way, I'm not gonna complain. I'll take the heart key, or the heart container. You got a heart container, your maximum number of hearts increased, and your health has been refilled as well. Ah, we're on the next line. Let's go get our next instrument. Looks like a xylophone? You got the wind marimba. Shrine. The island's secret is in the shrine. Interesting. Well, let's get out of here first, and then let's go exploring with our new Hookshot. In fact, I know a couple of places that are top of my list. One is that area in the mysterious woods that we have seen forever and not been able to do anything about. So I'm gonna warp there as soon as I can get out of the water, get my flute. Let's warp. Alright, that was... what's the fastest way? Probably Monbo's Pond. Let's go. Bye-bye! As his mouth is agape. Do I have... yeah, I still have plenty of her special medicine. And I'm actually going to want to put this on my bar. There we go. Dude, you are not even a threat anymore. You're just not. I feel bad for you because you think you are, but you're not. Alright, now we can actually get across these gaps. What's in here? Purple rupee. I probably could have jumped this gap at some point. Maybe, I feel like I did. Maybe that was in my practice file. But this is what we're really here for. Piece of heart. You got 4 pieces of heart. Your maximum number of hearts increased and your health has been filled as well. There we go. 2 heart containers within minutes of each other. That's a pretty good way to go out on the episode. So I think we will. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. I always appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, and these guys did not, let me know. Give me that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave comments if you got them. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Later.